guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight I just wanted to do a little video of an overview, my general thoughts on these two boats here. Proboat Shockwave 26 version 3 brushless and the Joysway Madflow. Both run 2 and 3S capable. Just want to go through my opinions on both of them and see what you think. Had this one, Joysway now. It's my 3rd year of owning this one, and I've got to admit, I like this boat. That's good. That's good fun because it's quite. What would you say? It's quite erratic. It's not very stable as such. Slow speed, you're all right and stuff, but when you've got her on full chat and she's skipping across the water, a little bit of wind that'll take her up. So she's quite erratic. So that makes that good fun to play with this one. Had a couple of close misses with it, where it's flipped up and stuff. The other feature I like on this is the self-righting. Probably wondering why I've got the little battery here. The issue I had with the self-righting on this boat is when she goes over, sometimes there aren't enough waves there, it doesn't catch enough water in the hull to flip her up. So what I have done is I've got a little battery with Velcro, and I've just put it onto the side there. At the end of the video, what I'll do is I'll put a picture up of the inside of both boats just so you can see in a bit more detail, and on the picture you'll see where the battery actually sits on this boat, and that guarantees it to flip round and self-right for you. It doesn't affect the way it handles or anything. It probably helps it out actually a little bit, right? Just keeps it down a bit more, but yeah, cracking boat. As far as the Proboat, I got this 2 years ago, and this one is definitely built a lot better than the Joysway. Don't get me wrong, it's the build quality is a lot better, the electronics are better, the motor's better, etc. But a lot more easy to control. It almost as if it seems slower than this because of how easy it is to control and stuff. And she runs at lower revs on this because that's a 4-pole motor. 4-pole motor on this one, so that seems to rev lower, so it almost seems like it's a little bit slower, but it isn't. I mean, they're both the same sort of speed really, 25-30 mile an hour. If I had bigger lakes to play on and bigger places to go, I'd invest in, you know, something a bit more larger and 6S capable. So my opinions on both these boats are both good to use, both good fun. This one has reverse, which can help you out a bit. This one I've only ever had stock. Obviously, one issue I will say with this boat is on the flex tube, where the stuffing tube goes, I think that's called a dog leg or whatever it is in there. On the earlier models that didn't have an inner tube, so it used to grind away and you used to have to replace these quite a lot. But on the V3, I think if you look on the recoil, the yellow one, I can't remember the recoil, not the 17 but the next one on, they put that dog leg on this one. I think that's a dog leg, I might be wrong. And that has like a nylon bushing inside that holds the flex tube in place. So I made sure the one I purchased had that because obviously that was an issue with these. One thing I have learned is obviously plenty of grease on your tube to A, so it doesn't run dry, and B, it actually stops the water coming into the hull as well. I've flipped this over a couple of times, not many, and never really seemed to get any water in there. So she's a good boat. Like I said, the build quality on her is a lot better than this one. I think this one values at about £210 and this one's about £130, £140. So you can see the difference in your £60, £80, whatever it is, in build quality. But don't get me wrong, I think this one is more fun, purely for the fact that no worries if you tip it over, she's going to self-right, you can get her back, so you can go a bit more leery with it. Do you know what I mean? Give it the beans a bit more and not worry too much. Whereas on the Shockwave, if you come into a corner too tight, you might worry that you're going to tip it and have to go swimming. You don't want to go swimming, do you? I don't anyway. My brother-in-law normally comes with me. I send him in. I ain't going in and getting wet. Also on this one, the first year I ran it, I thought I'd upgrade the prop on it, so I put an aluminium prop on, and that did increase the speed. Definitely almost jumped out of the water when it launched off. Was quite fast. The only issue with that was it strips the servo horn, and it also stripped the coupling and the lock nut that you go onto the motor with. So I replaced those parts and I've just left it as stock because I lost the flex tube, the prop, the shaft, the whole lot went down the bottom of the lake, and that was that. And it took me weeks and weeks to get the parts back off Joysway. That's another issue I found with Joysway, is the that's all right when stock shops have got the parts, but when they're waiting for stocks to come in, I can't remember what the company is now, but so you can come in from abroad, and the waiting time's a nightmare. It's hard to get the parts for them. So that is only one downfall for that. Probo, I've always seen the parts in stock, not that I've ever had to order anything as of such for this yet. And I've never really had, like I said, the only issue I had with that, I caused that myself by running it on the prop. If I'd have kept the standard prop on, I wouldn't have had the problems I had. So I can't fault that little boat, it really is good. The only thing I would say, in the chop of the wind, if you're in windy conditions and the water's choppy, that's your go-to, because she'll cope better. Whereas you put this one in a high chop, that just bounces all over the place, and you can't put the power down. And if the wind catch that one, I've had it a couple of times where the wind's got underneath as you're going full chat, and she's almost aquaplaned and took off like. So yeah, I just wanted to let you all, basically talk about these two boats. Hopefully this year, or when we get a chance, get some. I've not really got any footage of these yet, so I want to get out there and find some nice lakes and get some good footage of these two running them, and I shall post them onto the channel. Any questions or anything you want to know, give us a comment, and I'll get back to you. I think that's pretty much it, really. I don't think there's much more I can go on. It's not a detailed review or anything like that. There's plenty of that sort of stuff all over YouTube. I just wanted to give you my thoughts and my opinions on both these boats. Both good in their own right, really. They're not the same type of boats, so you can't really compare them in that sense. But if you're in the budget of £150 for a boat, I would say go for one of these all day long. They only run, I can't remember, I think I've got little 3S batteries. They only run 2,200 mAh 3S batteries in this. That's all you can fit. So just bear that one in mind. So your run time on this is probably only going to be about 10 minutes, something like that, push. But it has got a low cut off, so obviously that'll give you an indication that she's running out and you've got time to pull her back in. Whereas on this one, I'm running 5,000 mAh 3S life on that, and I get easy 25 minutes of run on that. So, bear that one in mind as well. But do like both the boats, both good fun in their own right. So I kind of switch when I take them out, sometimes take them both out. So just thought I'd put this up because it's something that I want to get more involved in, running these two. And like I say, I'll put a couple of photos on the end of this video just so you can see the close-up and how the battery sits on this one, and I'll give you a close-up on that so you can see the runnings inside. I mean, on this one, that's a Dynamite marine motor, and that's a 2000 kV 4-pole. So both run off 30 amp ESCs. That's another thing actually. One thing I have heard of on these is the 30 amp ESC sort of don't last too long and craps out. But I'll be honest with you, I've run this for 2 years and I'm still on stock ESC, never had a problem with it. So maybe just a few people were unlucky, I don't know, but never had a problem with that. Don't know the specs on the motor on this one at all really, but I do know that still runs the different 30 amp ESC, and again, never had a problem. They do an equivalent running gear on this boat, and I think it's called, I can't think what it's called, is it the Rocket, something like that. Again, self-righting, and that's a V-hole just like one of these, but this is great for speed runs and straight lines on still water. You get a nice calm day, still water, this is great fun, really is. But like I say, in choppy weather, you'll get further with that. So I'll leave that with you. hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please hit the subscribe button down below, and I look forward to catching up with you all on the next video. Take care.